Hey YouTube, it's your girl Glam Cam, and today we need to discuss Kanye West and Kim Kardashian West. We also need to discuss Tokyo Toni and Black China and Treasure, and maybe a few other topics if I think of it off the top. Now, with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, I love the Kardashians. I really do. I have a love for them. I know many of people, they don't like the Kardashians for many reasons. I don't know why. Well, they do list their reasons. I mean, you can always put in the comments why you don't like them, but I do like the girls. Um, I think that Kanye, he's a rapper from Chicago, somewhat of a mentor to people, and and it seemed like he was the only child at one point in his career. He did suffer from a tragic car accident that he survived from. Right along many years after, he did lose his mother. And they were very close, had a very close bond. So it seemed like somewhere, you know, down the line, he realized that he didn't have a family unit. I think he was looking for a family security. And also with the Kardashians, if you notice, they're very family orientated. Very. And it just seemed like, maybe Rob's a little off from the family orientation, but he is there in the midst. He is family orientated. He makes sure his daughter Dream is around the family for sure, and I'm sure he checks on his family. But besides that, the Kardashians are click tight. I mean, Mother Kris Jenner, she's just like all the way around momager. Definitely just very involved in all her children's life, manage their careers. So I think with Kanye, he really admired their family orientation. Seemed like he was looking more for a family. And of course they took him in. Despite Kim Kardashian's background, I'm sure Kanye has one as well. So we're going to overlook, on my channel, we're going to overlook her background status. Because at the end of the day, she's a human. And no human is perfect. So, of course, he met this gorgeous, career-driven woman that I think he knew him prior to them getting together. And, and of course, the Kardashians, it just seemed like they got that type of love that, you will start getting addicted to hanging around them because of the love they show, and then they're always turned up, it seemed like, every now and then, and it just seemed like they're very welcoming. So somewhere in there, he just was like, hey, I have a family. And I think she got pregnant with North before the marriage, something like that. But, they ended up getting married. And to me, I mean, though they date outside of their race, the Kardashians, but to me, for a black man like Kanye, nobody, don't take offense to this, please. Please don't. A black man like Kanye, not to be funny, but he need that strong black woman behind him. Okay, he's the type. I don't even know if we could take on all of that he got going, but I just knew it was going to be at some point that Kim wasn't going to be able to take up with, his mental health, or wasn't going to be able to be that stronger support to where they both throwing in the towels like, we can't do this marriage any longer. I mean, because I really was applauding their marriage. I wanted a long-lasting marriage for them. I was all for it for them. I think they looked awesome together. I wish there was maybe some marriage therapy that they could have took, or maybe Kanye could take some on his own. Because to me, those children, that's what it's about. Those children, they're too young. They're like 7.5 and under. North, Saint, Chicago, and Song. And North is like 7.5. Saint is 5. Chicago is like 2 or 3. And then Song is only 1. So they got 2 girls, 2 boys. They're still very young. And you know, Kanye and Kim, they had these kids, you know, in their late 30s almost. You know, they're older now. They're like in their 40s now, early 40s. And it just seemed like with age, you would think with age, like people is like really ready to settle down and really build that family unit. Because now, though the Kardashians have their own family, but Kim and Kanye, that's their family. They built. That's their legacy. So that make me sad right there, knowing that the kids are not going to have those 2 parents. And back to the what I was saying with, like, I don't feel like Kim is he needed a strong black woman, blah blah blah. No, I'm not meaning it as we can make a change. I'm just saying it's just certain things that us black people endured that maybe Kim and them Kardashians can't relate to. They just can't. When that depression and anxiety hit on some black people that have been through some things, it's gonna take more than just a hug or buy me a Bugatti or a Range Rover to make me feel better. You're gonna need some deep down Christianity prayer. You're gonna need some deep down support prayer system going on with a matters like this. You know, you need that grandma's hand type of love. That's what I meant by that. So I'm not doing a race challenge, please, because like I told you, I love the Kardashians. So yeah, back to the kids. Yeah, that's just really heartbreaking knowing that the kids, I'm sure that's all they know is their parents together. Sometimes co-parenting can be a rewarding thing after a divorce, but it also can be a very challenging thing because one parent might not be available, then this other parent's gonna think, this is not right. Might get the court more involved. It's just seemed like we don't need courts for a medium to get our families under control. We shouldn't have to stand amongst a judge to know how to take care of our families. It's just like that common knowledge, common sense that we know we have these little children in the world. We need to at least stay near each other. I don't want new men around my kids right now. Let's raise these children. We're older now. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with getting sexy, going out and doing your thing. But when you have those little kids and you older, it is time to commit to just taking care of them kids. And if you get a little free time, you can get sexy and have fun. But I hope Kim don't plan on getting back out here to show, hey, I'm back popping. Unless she's working, making that money, do Dance for the Stars, do some of that stuff. But this is terrible. I feel bad for Kim and Kanye. I feel bad for Kanye. I'm concerned about Kanye as well. What is going to happen to Kanye since he ain't going to be waking up to all his children, his wife, knowing that the Kardashians, his family unit, was his support system at one point. Oh, but I did forget about the tweets when he was all like, they're trying to do this to me. They're trying to do. So they say he was trying to get out of the situation way beforehand. But we all know how that go. Like they said with the Kardashians. Once the dudes kind of get with them, they going to be on a different realm. So we should see how this play out. I mean, if you guys know a little more, or could give a little more details, insight, leave a comment. Definitely subscribe. Okay, another thing. Toni and Blac Chyna. Boy, I tell you. Now, I was watching Tasha K. I was watching the phone interview. Well, it was like a video chat interview she had with Toni. You guys can go to Tasha K, channel and check that out if it's still posted. I'm sure it is. And It's like Zeus Network. If anyone ever subscribed to Zeus Network before, I think it was like a private owned network, somewhat black owned, I think. I'm not sure. And it was like having its own reality shows, like kind of like the Flavor of Love style, where everybody's looking for love. Tokyo Tony's looking for love. So Tokyo Tony, which is Blac Chyna's mom, she had her own show on the channel. So on Zeus channel, I think Blac Chyna did as well. And Tokyo was on there looking for love. Um, you could tell that it was all like somewhat of props or stunts. I don't think she was really on there looking for love. I think it was just something to do, collect a quick check or whatever the case was not. So come to find out, Zeus Network didn't end up paying them the right correct amount of money. Well, Tokyo at least. So Zeus Network didn't pay Tokyo Tony the right amount of money. And Tokyo Tony felt some type of way. Like, look, y'all need to come up off my money. I did the show for y'all. And why I'm not living good? Where's my checks? So I think they're going through some type of legal battle right now with Zeus, trying to make sure they get their money and all that. And I definitely understand that. I mean, who's finna work for free? So she's on Tasha K's show expressing that, how she didn't get paid. Once again, Tasha K is asking her many questions about her and Blac Chyna relationship. And it's just like, Tokyo Tony basically expressed like, that ain't my daughter no more. She then went to Hollywood and she changed. She's changed completely. She's working for the devil. And she was talking about like how Blac Chyna basically followed in her footsteps when it came to being a stripper, making money, living the good life. She said Blac Chyna is used to living the good life because Tokyo Tony said as when Blac Chyna was a child, she always see, nice cars pulled up, limousines, just the finest of whatever she needed due to Tokyo Tony's working as a stripper. She also said that Blac Chyna was not raised by the grandmother. Tokyo Tony also says that she raised Blac Chyna. She raised Blac Chyna and like a niece or nephew of hers. And she said she still hear from them. She still hear from her niece and nephew, but she don't hear from Blac Chyna no more. Once Blac Chyna got in the stripping industry, she kind of took it to another level of, I'm thinking like meeting celebrities and kind of getting out there, in the world. But what I want Tokyo Tony to understand, though you was a stripper in your time and then Blac Chyna became a stripper, but look, those two different times. Even though they said when Blac Chyna was a stripper, Tokyo was still stripping, but she was at like an older lady type of club, and then Blac Chyna was at the newer style club. But Tokyo Tony got to understand this is a different era. Blac Chyna had more opportunities because of all the social medias, all these phones and tablets and all that. So she can know where the popping spots at to meet celebrities to possibly change her life completely than what Tokyo Tony brought to the table. And I think, okay, if you already know your daughter in the industry like that, following your footsteps, all you should do is be basically proud of her that she took it to the next level, that she didn't have to dance anymore. Just completely out the dancing game. So you should be really happy for her. Okay? So, and the reason why she should be happy for her, because it ain't like you was showing her any other type of different lifestyle or pushing her towards something else different to do. So you might as well be proud of her that she meeting these celebrities. They changing her life. She's balling now. She don't have to look back to the hood way of doing things. So Tokyo Tony, she just took complete offense when you do try to take up for Blac Chyna's success. Oh, she just goes off the ringer. You guys don't understand. I know my daughter. Are you not understanding me? Like just going off the ringer. And I like how Tasha K, she's trying to get all the answers, all the details out of Tokyo Toni about the situation, but Tokyo Toni just refused. She just think Blac Chyna did her completely wrong. Like, okay, this lady is grown now. You think she just bought you a car to put on the front about something, and um, you think she's just supposed to build you up? Well, I'm sure Blac Chyna's the type gonna give mom the tools, and then you work with what you have. Because end of the day, that's the time when the mom should step in and be like, I need to be very supportive. I need to be a momager. I need to be making sure my daughter is not getting taken advantage of in no type of way, and definitely not financially. You don't just leave her out there to always fend for herself just because you know how to make brass decisions to get out of situations. Don't be like, don't treat her like she's just another chick on the street that you deal with at the strip clubs. Of course you're going to get that reaction when you're treating your daughter that way. So she played this audio tape for Tasha K, and it just blew me. And I mean, she's on there calling the daughter all kind of B words, slut words, evil words, wish you was dead, wish I didn't know you, just all type of stuff. And here is Blac Chyna like, oh, okay, that's how you feel. That's what Blac Chyna saying on the other line. And she claimed that Blac Chyna got this addiction, drinking addictions, possibly drugs. Look what she's going through. Look at what she's going through. Look at what you're putting her through. That's when they really need some type of Ayanla fix my life type of therapy, because you just beat down on your daughter so bad. Then she's the only child too. Who is going to support her? Of course, she's going to start getting close to friends like Treasure and all of that. Of course, she's going to start confiding in people she hardly know. Might as well, because her own mother is treating her like trash on the street. So here's the mom bragging like, oh, Rob Kardashian, I love him. That's my boy. Yeah, because Rob is comfortable enough that you could talk about Chyna to him. So of course you love him, because he's gonna sit and listen and be like, because she did this to me, and he did, because he's bitter because he couldn't maintain a bad B. He couldn't keep her locked down. So he's a little bit bitter due to his insecurities. They said he withhold. So of course he's bitter that he couldn't keep her locked down. So Tokyo Toni bragging about that was just so wrong. Like, yeah, Rob, that's my boy, blah 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 blah. And then of course, she says she don't like Kris Jenner and them as well, such as like with Kanye. They don't like Kris Jenner anymore. And I ain't going to get into depths or details of what people say about them. So a lot of people don't like them. But, Tokyo Toni wasn't going to like them for long. She wasn't having it. But it seemed like she an okay person. Like, she cool, but she's easily triggered to anger and then blow up all in your face. So that's the part you'll have to watch for, seem like, for Tokyo Toni. And then Treasure, she has an interview with Tasha K as well. Treasure is someone that Blac Chyna met in the strip club, and they became like buddy good friends after a while. And then somewhat Treasure probably felt like she wasn't involved in the success that Blac Chyna had, so she turned against her. So now she is voicing her opinion about stuff. Girl, if you don't go have a seat, yeah, you was assistant to Blac Chyna and all that, but at one point or something like that. But I'm sure you didn't do your job well because you was too busy trying to be a friend, too busy trying to be in her personal life instead of worrying about the business at hand and being honest and loyal. So now you got yourself out here trying to put stuff on blast. I think that is just dead wrong. And after a while, after people watch her interview and hear her little story, she's going to be washed up just like the other people that try to expose their friend used to be friends. So that's why I like Tokyo Toni in some way, because she did see how Hollywood did change her daughter, but then she did read Treasure right away. Like, Treasure is not for the right Blac Chyna, stay away from her. she's not for the right. So she, of course, know that that lady wanted the right for her daughter, but it's just the way that she word things and expresses it. Sometimes it needs to be expressed differently than just jumping down someone's throat, cussing them out. You know, so my vlogs and my videos are not therapy sessions, and I can't run down each detail of the news, but all I can say is this is stuff you can look up, stuff you probably already know, and also just comment if you have your own opinion about things that I discussed. Let me know if you like any of the people that I've discussed as well. Um, yeah, so that's all I have for today. Everybody take care. Till next time.